Hi everyone, welcome again back to this channel. In this video I'm going to be making a baggy Ankara trouser. So I'm making use of an elastic band which is 2 inches wide. My elastic band is 2 inches wide. So the first thing I'm going to do is to impute the length of my trouser because I want it very long. So that means and the person I'm making it for is tall, so I'm exhausting the whole length of the Ankara. So I'm going to be removing the sewing allowance for the lower part from this length, about half an inch. So this is what I have. So the first thing I'm going to do is to impute my waist measurement, hip measurement, crotch line measurement. Then we already know the length, that we're using the full length of the Ankara trouser. So the first thing I'm going to do now, because it's an elastic band trouser, so I'll be using the hip measurement for the waist measurement. So the hip measurement of my client is 42 inches. 42 inches divided by 4, that's 10.5 inches. But I want it to be very big, so I'm going to be adding 3 inches extra. Not too big actually, but moderately big. So I'm going to be adding 3 inches extra. So I have 10.5 inches plus 3 inches plus 3 inches here. 10.5 inches plus 3 inches. So in total we have 13.5 inches. So we have 13.5 inches here. So the next thing to do, since I've used 13.5 inches for the bagginess, so I'm going to be making use of that same 13.5 inches as my crotch length. So I'm going to transfer it. I use the 13.5 inches horizontally or vertically, depending on how you are viewing this video. So I'm going to be transferring the 13.5 inches horizontally. I have 13.5 inches here. I have 13.5 inches here. So this is where I have my crotch line. There's no need of removing any shape since it's an elastic band. So this is the crotch line. So my the tie of my client is 24 inches. 24 inches divided by 2, that's 12 inches. So I'm going to be adding 3 inches extra also for the tie measurement. 3 inches extra, that's 12 plus 3, that's 15. So I'm going to create a curve here. So I'm going to be transferring this width to the lower part of the trouser. So if I measure, I have 15 inches here. So I have 15 inches likewise here. So this is the front pattern. Please note that the length I'm measuring, the band length is not included. The crotch length and the band length, they are not included. The crotch length is different from the band length, so I'm going to be adding an additional band. Please take note. So the next thing to do is if you want to have a side pocket, you can include side pocket. So I'm going to be measuring 3 inches. 3 inches from here. Then I'm going to create a slant of 8 inches. Diagonally I have 8 inches. Vertically or horizontally, depending on how you are viewing this video, is 3 inches. So that's the pocket. This is the front pattern. So the next thing to do is to cut it out. back pattern. So I'm going to place my front pattern. So I'm going to place it here. This way I have my crotch. I'm going to extend by 2 inches. So I have 2 inches here. Then I'm going to trace it down by 1 inch or ½ inch, depending on how you want it. Since it's already big, depending on how you want it. So by this side too, I'm going to mark down 1 inch or ½ inch, depending on how you want it. So I'm going to be cutting it out. This, for the sake of this video, this tutorial, this particular shoulder does not have pockets, but if you want to put pockets, you can follow the principle I explained earlier. Measure 3 inches here, then you measure 8 inches. So this is what we have right now. So the next thing to do is to join and sew. Join the front pattern, the middle line for the front and the back pattern. Join that. So after doing that, the next thing to do is to join by the side. I'm going to be joining by the side. Join by the side. Run a stitch by the side of the trouser, left and right. Then the inner seam, the inseam rather, because we join the inseam also. So this is what it looks like after joining the side and the lower part of the trouser. So the next thing to do is to fix the band. I'm using an elastic of 2 inches wide, 2 inches wide. So what I'm going to do is to cut out a band of 4.5 to 5 inches length. Height, the height is 4.5 to 5 inches. Then the length will be the full length of this waist area. So the next thing to do is to attach the band, attach it to the waist, sew round. Next thing to do is so I'm going to be fixing this on this. So my total waist is 30 inches. My waist is 30 inches. So I'm going to be using the elastic length of 25 inches. So that by the time I stretch, it will be 30 inches. I'm using 25 inches elastic length. 25 inches. Depending on how free you want it to be, you can make it 26, depending on how free you want it to be. But I'm going to be using 25. So this is where 25 is divided by 2. This is where I have 25 inches. So this is the middle. Then when you fold into 4, this is the middle as well. So what I'm going to be doing now is to attach this to this, then pull and sew. Then after that, I'm going to be folding it in all around. Note that after attaching the elastic band, after stretching it to fit in this waist area, then after doing that, then you fold in. Folding. So let's get into it.